Hi everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to make this bracelet. I'm calling it the stripes, because there's these stripes, and bows, because you see these little things in the middle? They kind of look like bows to me. So it's the stripes and bows bracelet. So what you're going to need is a loom, a hook, a whole bunch of bands. I have pink, purple, and green and white and stuff. And you're going to need a C-clip. I have C-clips in this one container. First, you're going to need to take whatever your background color is going to be. Focus, camera. Focus. Focus. There. Which for me is white in this one, and it's going to be white in my other one. And then I'm going to use pink and purple and green for these little things. But whatever colors you're going to use, I'm going to use white. So whatever part you're going to use for your background, this white part, use now. Because I'm going to do that part now first. That's how we would do it. So take your bands. Lay them down the center, just like you're doing a single chain. The single bands. This is single bands for the white part, and then the colored part for my bracelet is doubled. Just lay them all the way down the middle of your bracelet. Oops. Down the middle. Right down the middle. Just lay the bands, just single chain like this. Now this we're not going to do much with until the end. Like that. So you just single chain it like that. So now we have to do the outside edge white parts. This is where you just take this, you just go all the way down the sides. Single chain. Single bands just like before. For this bracelet, all the whites are single bands, and all the colors are double bands. That's how I know which part to do which. Just keep going, all the way down. All the way down the entire loom. Just a couple more. One more. And see when you get down to this one, there's one peg left on your loom. So I forgot to tell you, it needs to be in this figure, like this, with an arrow on top. Then you come back in like that. Now you do the whole thing on the other side of your loom. Doesn't really matter which side you do first. You just need to do both. You need to do them before you do the rest of it. You need to have all these white ones like this laid down before you move on to the next step, which is adding the colored bands. This also acts as your sideways cap bands, your cross bands like this. To hold it this way, those would be 3 big chains. You just keep looping, or not looping, just putting bands down. Oops. Just keep going all the way down the limb. Like this. All the way down. All the way down. Until you get to the second to last peg. Means 2 more bands for me. I'm going to get down to this peg. You want to come in. Like that. So now, you can put your cap band on now, or you can do it later. I like to do it now, or sometimes I'll forget. Whoops. Just take your band. You can do it 3 times around the peg if you want. I like to just do it 2 because it's easier. And now it comes in your colors. I'm going to be using pink, purple, and green. You're done with your white for a little bit. Now this part is double banded. Like this. So you go from this one. Like that. And then you take your other 2 bands. And you go like that. And then I'm going to move on to green. And now you skip an arrow. See what I did on this arrow? I didn't do this one because this one got white on them. and I skip one, and you do it on the next one. Whoops, I'll go my bands for a second there. Whoops, don't want to grab the white one. And then you take 2 more bands. And then remember, you skip a row of pegs and go down to the next one. And now I'm going back to pink. You skip another row and you put these on. And you skip another row and you put on them again. You gotta keep putting them on. You just keep putting them on until you get down to the bottom of your limb. Now I can do one more. You skip this one and you do it down here. So if you do this, you skip the first one and you skip them all, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of color. Whatever color you did. I did 3 colors. You could do 1 color, or 2 colors, or 5 colors. You just only get 1 color twice then. So look something like that. Like this. But now, you need your white bands for a little bit more again. You're going to need how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. And then you want to go in your middle pegs where your colors are. And make sure to smush them down as far as you can get them pretty far. Because you're going to be double banding a cat band on each of these. You could do this the same color as your things for a different look. But I like to do them white because it makes more white in the bracelet and makes the colors stand out more. You just keep using double cat band on each peg that has your color in the center. Like you don't do it on this one, you do it on this one. Like that. Just take a white and you go in here, push it down, and you just wrap it around twice. But only if it's in the center and only if it has 4 colored bands on it. You just wrap it around. Whoops. If you don't wrap it quite right, just take it off and try again. Whoops. I did that again. Like that. And you do it one more time. Like that. Now we gotta loop the colored band before we can do anything with these extra white bands on the bottom. So we'll start at the top. And you see this white cat band? You gotta go in the cat band and grab the top 2 pink bands and pull them over here to where they meet their other one. Like that. And you're going to go back in that white cat band, grab the other 2 pink, and pull them the other way. Now that's why it doesn't matter which side of the colors you put on first, because they're gonna end up being in the same position practically. And then go in and grab the next 2 colors and pull them like that. And go in the cat band and grab the next 2 colors and go like that. And go down in. Grab the next 2 colors, which as you see, the first 2 both went the same way first, but this one went the other direction. Then go down in and grab the next 2 colored ones, and pull them like that. Down in. Make sure you go back through both loops of the cat band, and then pull the other 2 colored ones like that. And then go down in. You gotta grab the 2 colored ones and pull them over. Then go down in, grab the 2 colored ones, pull them over. And make sure not to pull your white cat band off. Once you get the first one looped, then it's pretty secure, but when you loop in the first one, you gotta be careful. One more. One second. That purple one was being a little tricky and not wanting to go on its peg. Just like that. So these colors be out in the sides now, not in the middle. And now we loop the sides and then the middle. The middle is always last on this bracelet. And they go down in the cat band at the beginning Gotta make sure you can see that. Can you see the cap band right here? I'm going to go down in that. I'm going to grab the top band, which in my case brings me over this way. Over to this side. And then you reach down in the cap band one more time for right now. And you pull the other one and you go the other direction. I like to just do that so I remember. I don't know why, I just like to do that first. And you go down in. Make sure not to hit any of the bands, but this bottom one right here. Just go right down through all of those and then pull this one up and through it. And the next one's easier because it's just a couple white bands. You want to just pull, always want to pull the bottom band, see this band down here that's going this way? That's the band you want to move. And go down between underneath all these greens and pull this white. And then pull that white. Down in all the pinks and pull that white. Down in this here, pull that white. Down in all the purples and pull up that white one. And then pull that white one. And then down in all the greens and pull it. And then pull this one. And then down in all the pinks. Make sure not to snag any of the pinks. Or whatever color it is. And then loop one more. Then you can loop it all the way up to the top. So it looks something like this. Now you go back down to the bottom. On this side now. A little more difficult to show you. Remember to pull the bottom one. And only the bottom one. Remember, it should make a teardrop shape like that. If it's the right one. Then you go down and you grab that one. When there's no colored ones on the peg too, it makes it a lot easier to loop. And you just keep looping. Keep looping. Down in the pinks. Remember, don't go scroll down between these like this. There's a big group or big gap. Make sure you go down in the colors. And just keep going. And just keep on going. And then you grab the one last one all the way up to the top. And now we got something like this. Focus camera. Something like that. Now, you just go back in the cap band, grab the last band that's there, and it should go forward to the middle. Now this one will be a little easier because there's less bands. And you just loop the band all the way up. This will be a lot easier. Just loop it up. There should be only one band you can really grab, which makes this part kind of easy. One thing is make sure that when you look here, how does that band go in that way, holding these two? Don't loop that piece right here. Loop the one up in there. Just keep looping it. Just a couple more. One more. There. Now it should look something like this. Just look at this and see if you think yours is right. And if so, we will continue on to the next step. So to take your hook. See all these ones on this peg right here? All those? Stick your hook in that peg and get all of those on your hook. And then take whatever color you're going to use for your chainy bits. See the parts that go on the back of your arm? I'm going to use white. This could look really cool if you use black as your background color too, but I just think white makes it look springy and stuff. Because it's almost spring. It's like spring, summertime right now. Now, you have that in there. Take your C-clip. And you could make your little chainy bit now, but it's just easier if you don't until after you get the bracelet off the loom. So just loop the pet. Put your band on the C-clip. Doesn't have to be very nice looking, because we'll take it off later. And now, just go down and take your whole bracelet off the loom. Make sure you get them all off, especially the colored ones. They're not just going to come off very easily. Sometimes it's easier to use your hook, but for this bracelet design, sometimes I found it's easier to use your fingers. The colored ones are really hard to get off sometimes because they're on there pretty tight. Oops, sorry, my base parts of my Loom started coming off. Just pull them off. And in the middle, you can just kind of pull it up. And then, voila! You have your stripes and bow bracelet. Stripes and bows bracelet. But now, you notice it won't fit on your arm. Take your little band. You have your make sure you get it when it's untwisted. Put it on your hook. Take the C-clip off. Now, for my arm size, I like to do 6 on each side. Total 12 bands across the back of my arm. Now, the way I do it is I count this first band as number 1, and then I go number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. And then take your C-clip and put it right back on. Now, you have that, and you want on this side. Or you could just make this one longer and have it go all the way around like that. But I think it just looks neater if you bring them from both sides and have the C-clip in the back. So that's one of the reasons I make my cap bands a little bigger. So it's easier for this. So I count this band as this is band 1. You don't have to, but this is how I do it. Band 1, band 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you hold it like that so it's straight, not twisted, and then figure out what part makes this part not twisted. And then you just meet them together. Get both parts of the band on the C-clip or it'll come back apart again. Just like that. And now you have your very own stripes and bow bracelet. If you like rainbow in videos, give this a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want to see more bracelets or if you want me to try to make like other things like animals or something. And subscribe. Bye!